Okay. Thank you for your comments on the question surrounding nation building, Elder. The next question is tied directly to the issue of the moment we live in. You know, the economy is in crisis. Jobs are being cut daily. Our people who had something, they thought they had something. Most of them have lost those things now. How does a revolutionary or Africanist operate in this period? How do you manage, make things work?
Well, to be perfectly honest, it has been a capital. It has been a transition. You had to become that what you intellectually said you wanted to be. You know, in this time, you know, when somebody say, a friend of mine said, is where the rubber meets the road. You got to get up, and you really had to do something. When your financial situation has been cut back to a third or sometimes a fourth of what you're used to, and you have to learn how to manage that fourth.
Yes.
It can really take, it really took a toll on you. Now, what saved me was having people to talk to, talking about what we need to, which way forward we need to go, and to, you know, have a family, wife particularly,
Yes.
that understood that, you know, what we have is what we have, and we'll make do with what we have.
Yes.
And fortunately, when things were a little better, we had the opportunity to have some land or some places to stay.
Sure.
So we was able to have places to stay that we could fall back on.
Yes.
But then to really what keeps me mentally going is the study. You know, I started to study made a nature over the last 3 or 4 years and understand really what our ancestors have done in Kemet. Understand the language, see the pictures, you know, and from seeing those pictures, know that we're on the right track.
Okay.
That we need to just keep on working, and whatever we don't have, we have to build.
Yeah.
Like that seed, you know, we plant seeds, we grow crops. We're back to canning for the winter,
Mm-hmm.
and we're producing food to eat,
Okay.
and we have some shelter, and then we have people that we can go to that are the same mindset,
Mm-hmm.
that's willing to do the same things or that's doing the same things,
Okay.
and so that keeps us going.
So what would you tell persons? Because you know a lot of people are disturbed now and depressed about this situation. What would you tell them to do in order to continue to maintain on the level
Get
that you're
rid of
maintaining?
all the cultural stuff, the material things that is not of you. Get rid of all the white men, Arab, Jew, all that cultural stuff. Get rid of it. I'm saying get rid of it physically, emotionally, and socially. Just get rid of it. And when you stop wanting to when you stop having to have shoes, pocketbooks, and gloves, as my grandmama used to say, you get to be in a place where you can make it. But if you got to have new shoes, pocketbook, and gloves every week, and you don't have the finances, then you can't make it. So you have to, and then you have to get to a place where you can mentally learn something in your head. Cause,
Okay.
you know, as our ancestors said, that the world, everything started with awareness of something up here. And once you become aware, then you get out to sit up and start taking actions. They say something like waking up from a dream. Wake up and you have a thought, and you get up and you start operating or doing things to bring that thought to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that's similar to how they said the world started.
Yes.
Like that. So that's what we have to do. And easier said than done. Get to a place where after you've gone through all this, it's easy. But going through it is not necessarily easy. But we can help. I can help if you're in that situation. But you have to be able to listen and follow instructions too.
Hmm. For the young people, is there anything that you would say that's different than what you've already said?
Well, I would say young people, they have to, that whole old adage that you have to find the instructor, that you have to find the teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to follow instructions. That's paramount to young people, because if you throw out some young lady the other day, throw away everything they know to stand the test of time. For what? You threw all that away. You throw it away, all the way, to, quote unquote, to traditional things.
Mm-hmm.
Then what are you left with? She couldn't answer. I said, so you left with, to me it seemed like you left with a whole lot of chaos.
I guess another person would ask then, or say then, well, the reason I'm throwing away some of that stuff is because it's no longer of use to me. How do I know what to keep and what to throw away?
You keep what's your ancestors' stuff. You throw away everybody else's stuff.
Okay.
Now, how do you know that? You should just study to learn or get with a teacher that can teach you what's yours and what's somebody else.
Okay.